everybody, it's Dr. Carmen Bryant, Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. Hey, I know today is Christmas. Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Those of you that are my subscribers, those that have been following me for a few years, I just want to come on and say Merry Christmas to your family, from my family, my channel, my tribe, to you. I know that for many of you guys, this is the first time ever being by yourself on Christmas. And I want you to think about this. I had this conversation with someone just recently. For some people, Christmas is family, and this is something that you've grown accustomed to. And especially with a narcissist, especially having been with a narcissist for years. Excuse me, guys, I have this big thing sitting right here. Here's my lighting. I just jumped on real quick to talk to you guys. But, some of you guys have been with this narcissist for years. And so you have every year has been basically, okay, hold on, let me get my thoughts together. Okay, hold on, let me get my lights together. All right. Okay. Stuff was just falling down in my face. So at least you guys know I'm real. Some stuff goes on and I just let it happen, and I didn't want the camera to fall over and everything. At least you guys know I'm real. No edits. Excuse me. No edits. We're just going to keep it real. But I know for some of you guys, this is the first time ever being by yourself. Some of you guys have been with me for a few years now. I think I'm going into my fourth year. 2022 is going to be going into my fourth year, I believe, being here on YouTube with you guys. And I understand, because remember, I once was in the position that you were in. And when you really think about it, this conversation I had with someone, for some people, is just the thought of having someone. And really, the narcissist was there occupying space. It was the concept or the ideology, was it the ideal of having a marriage, a family. That's something that you desired in your heart. But if you really think about it, it wasn't a real marriage. It wasn't a real family. And then when you go back and think about it, you did a lot of what you did. Now, true enough, some people said, but when it was good, it was good. And when it was bad, it was bad. Well, yeah, that's how the narcissist attracts you. That's how the narcissist pulls you in. Some of them have a great sense of humor. Some of them are funny, great sense of humor. Funny. I guess that's the same thing, oxymoron, right? But no, that's not even oxymoron. Okay, so that lets you know I'm ready to go eat. I'm ready to go over family's house and we can ready to eat, so my mind is on food. But at the same time, for those of you guys that, this is the first time being by yourself, think about it. For some of you, it was almost like dotting the I's and crossing the T's. It was the family concept. I have someone, I'm married, I have children, but in reality, it wasn't a marriage. It wasn't a relationship. It was a situationship. They were the type of people that, every year when you go for Thanksgiving or Christmas, they'll either fall down the steps or make a scene, or they got to say something inappropriate. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. I got to say something, but it ends up being tragedy. For some of you guys, you're starting to enjoy yourself for the first time being by yourself. It's the first Christmas that you've had where it's peaceful. Sit in front of that fireplace. I have a gas fireplace, so it gets fired up. So, I get something hot to drink and then my feet are on fire. But sit in front of that fireplace, watch you a Lifetime movie, catch up on some movies that you haven't seen in a while, sleep. Some of you guys need to go to sleep. Some of you guys eat. There are restaurants that are open right now during the Christmas holidays. And if not, just enjoy your pets, enjoy yourself, love yourself. But do know that I want you to know that I love you and I care about you guys. And I hope that you guys are staying safe. Holidays are almost over with. I enjoy the holidays. My favorite holidays are Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays. I just do, and New Year holidays. That whole three, holidays that come through, that's my favorite holidays. I love it. And if I can walk around in the snow and then go back somewhere warm, I can do that. I'm from Germany, you guys. So, over there is always a white Christmas. But just enjoy yourself. Love yourself. Come to respect yourself. You didn't deserve what you went through. I don't care what we have done, or we make mistakes in relationships. We do. But don't look back at it as, all this has been my fault, because you're dealing with a person that is an abuser. It's domestic violence. It is abuser by an individual that has narcissistic personality disorder. And this is the first time for some of you kids that couldn't articulate themselves. They finally got peace and quiet. For the first time, they got peace and quiet. And you gave them peace and quiet by getting away. So sometimes you think that you're staying in a situation because I got to stay for the kids. And the kids are thinking you need to get out, or don't stay because of the kids, because really you're going to damage your children. You're going to give them the wrong perspective of what it is to be in a relationship. Moms, think about it. What are you showing your daughters what is appropriate when it comes to a man loving you? What does it look appropriate, fathers, for a woman loving you? And, for those of you that are in the LGBTQ community, no disrespect, you guys, I'm just talking about the heterosexual side of the relationships, no disrespect to any of you guys are my family as well. I'm only familiar with that. I'm not familiar with the LGBT community until you teach me something about it. Except for the fact that narcissists, doesn't matter what color, religion, race, sexual preference, doesn't matter. Narcissists are narcissists and they abuse. They're equal opportunity abuser. And so we want to make sure we make that clear. So don't you let anybody tell you because of your sexual preference, you deserve it. No, you do not. An abuser is an abuser. So you guys remember that. I can only speak from my experience in heterosexual relationships myself, because I've never been in a LGBTQ, or a same-sex relationship. I'm not interested in girls. Men are beautiful to me. That's just my preference. That's me. So I can only speak from that perspective because I don't have the personal experience to talk in that, and I will not disrespect that community as well. But I want you to know it doesn't matter. It does not matter race, color, religious preference, sexual preference. It doesn't matter. An abuser is an abuser, and you don't deserve to be abused. Everybody deserves to be treated with respect and deserve to be loved. And I want you to know that I'm here to tell you Merry Christmas. I love you guys. I think about you guys all the time. And I want to make sure that you stay safe. I want to make sure you guys also have, my phone is just going off because it's time to eat, y'all. So I got to go eat. But I want to make sure that you guys have the National Suicide Hotline. Let me look at the National Suicide Hotline. I know I have it posted on my community tab, or it's my About Me tab. But this is the season that some of you guys are really going through a lot of depression and anxiety, and then it's hard. For some of you guys, it's very hard because you have no one to be around. But it's okay to love yourself, or get a pet. Love your pet. Love your fish. I love fish. My cat is my daughter's cat, and he's cool. He's all right. Me and him are cool. I love fish. I love fish tanks. I love the colors of fish tanks. And I remember when I was a young girl, when I used to be stressed all the time. I was a little bitty girl, I'm like three years old, I think I was. And right next door to my grandmother and my grandfather was Herr Friedrich and Victoria Kaiser. And they were in Munich, Germany, Rockefellerstrasse. And right next door was a couple by Frau and Herr Matzuk. And Frau and Herr Matzuk had a real huge fish tank. And whenever I was stressed, they would allow me. And I remember sectional was out in the 70s, y'all. So the brown sectional. So I used to come, and then they had like the fluorescent lights and everything. I used to just sit on the couch and just stare at the fish tank. Till this day, I love fish tanks and colors. And so that is my little piece of place. But yes, it was Herr und Frau Victoria. It's actually, my grandfather was Friedrich Wilhelm Kaiser and Victoria Hermine Kaiser. And their next door neighbor is a young couple by the name of Herr und Frau Matzuk. And they had a beautiful, I wish I knew where they were at, Herr und Frau Matzuk. But they have this big fish tank, and I used to just come and sit. I think I had a picture of myself with a little afro. A big afro, sitting in front of that fish tank. Find something that's my little peace and quiet go-to. So I moved into a new home, so I didn't have a place to put the big fish tank where I can sit in the living room and just stare. I had it in my apartment, but I don't have it to stay. But find something that you enjoy. And for those of you guys, know that there's help available. And the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8277. If you actually look for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, if you go, you can even chat online if you need someone to talk to, but it's 1-800-273-8255. And I believe if you hit number 2, which is 1-800-273-TALK, TALK, 1-800-273-TALK, 1-800-273-8255. Or you can also text. And for those of you that are veterans, you can dial, I think it's option 2 for veterans. And you can also text the crisis text line. Text HELLO to 741-741. So those of you that prefer to text instead of talk, you can text HELLO to just HELLO, HELLO, and text it to 741. I'm sorry, 741-741. And it says here both services are free and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All calls are confidential. Contact social media outlets directly if you have concern about a friend's social media updates, or dial 911 in emergency. So I want you guys to know you can contact the Suicide Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-TALK, or you can text hello to 741-741. And so there's help out there for you guys. And there's no reason, it is not even worth you committing suicide. Remember, if you were to commit suicide, that is just fuel for that narcissist. It's not helping anything, and we don't want to give the narcissist any more fuel. They get fuel anyway if you say hello, or if you or whatever, or thumbs up, But other than that, don't worry about it. Wait till you can lick a window. They lick a window, and then you can walk away, and you know that you're doing much better. And it takes time. So you stick with me. Make sure you go over to my mother, Apostle Helen Sadler, Your Destiny Helper. Was Helen Sadler, Your Destiny Helper on YouTube. Helen Sadler, Your Destiny Helper. You can also go to her Facebook page if you like to watch, any type of ministerial sermons, anything like that. You want to join us on Thursdays and Sundays. You can go to Into His Chambers Global Ministries, or Apostle Helen Sadler, or Apostle Helen, I think. And you can also look for her on Instagram. It's Sadler Helen, where she broadcasts live. But for those of you that are dealing with narcissist abuse, if you want the biblical and spiritual perspective from it, you can go to Your Destiny Helper, which is Helen Sadler, Your Destiny Helper on YouTube. And of course, if you want to, you got somebody that's live, my girl, my sister, you go to Telsha Edenberg. It's Telsha Edenberg, and you can find her on under T on NPD and relationships, and check her out. Stick with us three, and sometimes you might like me better than the other two. You might like my mom better than me and my sis, or you might like my sis better than you like us too. So it doesn't matter. Whatever fits you, whatever resonates with you, whoever is speaking to you, that's what we're here for. And that's why we're a team. Women don't tear down other women. Everybody got to start somewhere, and you're not perfect when you're doing what you're doing. And then a lot of us come out of these type of situations, so it takes a minute to get your momentum. So, when people are starting out doing this, don't hate on them, don't tear them down, because that's the same thing the narcissist did to you. But, check us out, see if you like us, see which one resonates with you the most. And then, of course, join my mother, Apostle Sadler, on Clubhouse. On Clubhouse, she comes every Monday at 7:45 Pacific Standard Time, and that is 7, 8, 9, 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. And so, I come on Sunday. I'll be on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't have a topic yet. I'm thinking of a topic while I'm eating. But it is 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on Clubhouse. Now, I don't know what was going on last week for those of you that were live with me, but for some reason, like the Facebook would not connect with the HAPS program. And then found out that I was recording. I just went straight to YouTube and was recording, and YouTube cut my volume off. So while I was talking, YouTube cut my volume off. And so when I went to look, it actually showed that I was still recording. That I was still live. But when I went and checked on the video, they cut my video off. Altogether, they cut the volume off and cut my video off. So I don't know what was going on, but if you want to go see the whole video, that includes everything that I didn't cut out of it. Just go to Instagram. You go to my Instagram, Dr. Carmen Bryant, Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. And once again, I wish you a Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. I love you guys. I'm thinking about you guys. I'm hungry, so I'm about to go eat. But I'm thinking about you guys. Hopefully, maybe Apostle Sadler will come on live a little later after our stomachs are full. But hopefully, you don't see me in the background nodding. That my stomach's full nod. But I love you guys. I'm thinking about you guys, and I hope you guys have a Merry, Merry Christmas. I love you guys.